Next I have Colleen Galloway from our Social Studies Department, and she's going to be talking through her use of three actually tools that she did as part of a project, Diigo, Vlogster, and xTimeline.
Thank you. And tying in with what Mike was talking about, having an outcome in mind, one of the things I wanted to do was use some of these tools, but tie it to the higher order thinking tools with the computer tools, the technology tools. And through a lot of help from Ann in the library, I used a Father Moreau project and used 3 of those tools. One of the first ones you see up here is Diigo, and I use that to be able to evaluate, have the kids evaluate sources to make sure they don't get lost in a sea of words and pages. And so we provided them with some of the sources, and what I was able to do is I requested for them to evaluate the source. What was good about it? What was bad about it? Would you recommend it? What information could you pull from it? And this is something that all classmates got to see. There are several things I liked about it. Number one, making them articulate why they liked it or didn't like it. And it was okay to say, you know what, that source wasn't helpful for me. Because if you eliminate that source for everybody else, that's pretty handy. What I also liked was I could add my own input and either say, good job, or have you thought about this, or I need more from you, to prod them to think a little deeper. So that was Diigo, and I've used Diigo since and will continue to use it because I find it very helpful. You can see some of the comments I've made, and then the student came back based on my comments by trying to prod him to think deeper, stuff like that. So anyways, that's Diigo. One of the other things with this Father Basil Moreau project that we went with, once they got the information, I wanted them to create an xTimeline. I didn't want it just to be the regular timeline. One of the things I'm finding, the skills that they need are to be able to demonstrate cause and effect. And I thought that this was a very creative way to be able to do that. You have to understand what's going on in the French Revolution, so they learn that content. And then they apply it to Father Basil Moreau's life. How did it impact him? And Mike, if I could have you just... Yeah, please. The Napoleon becomes emperor. Just click on that. And then they put in more information, explain how it impacted his life, what the historical event was and the significance for Father Basil Moreau. So I got to see and have them work on cause and effect, which is a skill that they definitely need as they move on. And then finally, with the outcome in mind of, let's put this all together in a very creative way, we use Vlogster. And it's basically just a poster, but they bring information from a lot of different places. I kind of guided them on what needed to be on the poster, but in terms of pictures, I didn't get one up there, but they can embed video. Some of the more tech-savvy kids put music overriding and was playing while you're looking at the poster. So they really got creative, and it was really a nice thing to see. I guide them on the information, but they get to create this poster in a very creative way, and it's up for people to see. And so with the thought in mind of let's have some creative culmination for this project, I was very pleased. It's the first time I'd used it, and I was very pleased with the outcome. Thank you.